So the fire chief of LA, a video popped up of her back when she first got hired, talking about just, diversity on the police department. But it was what she said in the video that got a whole lot of people upset and why it went viral. Here we go.
To see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
Oh my
God! That can't be the fire chief. No way that that's the fire chief.
Here, man. Wait, the answer was insane.
Wait. That cannot be the fire chief.
You
That's
are
not real. That's not real.
You
No way that that's
are
real.
on the fire department, and you are doing your job, and that was the response.
Mika, that's real?
I don't think that's real.
That just passed on my TV on a news network. I think it's real.
What?
Yeah.
No way that video.
Because they were making fun of her.
No way. I'm not going
for
it. No way.
Anton.
No way.
And so you get shot because you was at the wrong place, my guy.
Exactly. That's a woman thing to say.
No
way that's real.
That was disrespectful. That was disrespectful.
Are you sure that that's real?
You got to run that again.
Yes, it's real.
You got to run that again, Mika. No, hey, that's a Dave Chappelle scheme.
Hold on, man. That's TikTok.
You can't tell me that.
That's why I snatched the video from, but that's not where I saw it.
What is it?
See somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
Get these bitches
abolish DEI.
Get these bitches up through.
Wait, you got yourself in the wrong place. That's why I'm calling you.
Get them up through, man.
Because I'm in the wrong place or I'm stuck.
It's terrible.
So that's the deputy fire chief. So that's not the top chief. That's the assistant chief.
It's close enough. She shouldn't be nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she shouldn't have
I think the other one was still like a DEI LGBT blonde hair lady.
She's a gay woman. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
they're all sassy women.
All right, so hold on. Before we get into this, because I need to be informed on what I'm dealing with. I don't know what I'm dealing with right now.
That's the dude.
So that is a biological woman.
Yeah.
That is the assistant fire chief of Los Angeles.
Yes.
What? Los Angeles? Yeah. No wonder they ain't putting on.
It's LA though. Are you surprised? They want their kids to be like that.
What they did was the fire chief did an initiative to only put to get more LGBT and more women.
More women who think that they dudes. So why not hire a dude who know he a dude?
Yeah, so when I saw this, I said
we got to mute when we're not talking, y'all. Because for whatever reason, we're getting a lot of echo and back stuff.
So when I saw this, I said, this is a woman that looks like a man, but her response gave me, I'm a woman that can't be a man because I can't pick up a man, which is the reason why I don't understand why they want women on the fire department.
I think that they gotta let LA deal with LA problems at this point. I don't think that anybody should interfere with whatever fire is happening over in Los Angeles. The voters voted for it. I think that they should deal with it. And I don't really know why we should interfere, why we should even step in at this point.
They saying they got them because you want somebody who look like you. Man, if the house burning down, I don't care what you look like.
No. They not gonna get it. Listen, they not gonna get it until they have to deal with it. They not gonna get it until they got to deal with it. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I love my police officers. I think that they cool. They the coolest people in the world. When I see a female police officer, I look at a person that's playing Halloween, bro. Honest to God. I look at somebody that is playing dress up.
I look at her ass.
Like
That's what I'm saying. You looking
the
at a
ones
person
that
that's playing dress up.
I think women do very well. What do you call that? Doing like the paperwork. Because
Yeah,
women tend to be
administrative.
meticulous, right? So
Administrative.
yeah, I think they would be good at that.
But I think that it's too many administrators. I think there's too many paper pushers. I think you need more cops that's on the street, more people patrolling, more visibility, more community relations, more people that's actually doing preventative maintenance instead of doing all of this paper pushing and shit. And I'm cool with them being in administrative roles. But honestly, when I see a woman in a police officer's uniform, that shit look like dress up to me.
Or they be way too aggressive. Like they, because they want you to take them serious, the level of aggression that they have be crazy. Be crazy, bro.
DC has a unit. So if you are LGBT, they have a specific LGBT unit that they dispatch.
Mm-hmm.
So if the person, you come to their door, they ask you, "Are you gay?" If you say no, they say, "I want
Wait.
gay."
Say that again.
If you come to a person's door to check on whatever, they can say, "Are you gay?" And you say, "No."
What is that supposed to mean?
They can request LGBT unit.
2K, I get it's a lot of feedback from yours, but it comes in and out. It don't do it the whole time.
I'm on mute, bro.
No, you ain't.
I'm muting from my board. My microphone muted.
But yeah, that's what they have. So you can ask for that unit specifically. So if you come to my door,
for the gay unit?
Yes, you can ask for the gay unit. If you come to my door and I say, he's a man. I'm a lesbian. I want.
So wait. You saying that if somebody calls the police and they come to your door, you could say, "Nah, I want the sassy unit to come to my door in DC."
Yes.
Man, they need to burn every last one of these motherfucking cities to the ground, bro.
Send the Rainbow Warriors. But honestly, it's
no. They need to burn all of these. Bro, they need to just shut every last one of these cities fucking. Honestly, I think that whatever happened in these blue cities, they should just have to deal with it. I don't think that there should be no federal response. I don't think that they should use federal tax dollars. Man, I'm hearing a lot of feedback. I don't think that they should use federal tax dollars and none of that stuff. I just think that they need to let shit happen, bro. Whatever's happening in LA right now is what is supposed to be happening in LA, in my opinion. They got to save themselves. Nobody came to save us in the 67 riots. It took us fucking 50 years to come back from that shit. And now we back. Now we booming. Now we got all of the productivity and everything is popping. And you know what I'm saying? And we had to figure it out ourselves. Chicago is gonna be a hellhole. LA gonna be a hellhole. New York is New York. New York can kind of endure because New York has such a huge population of millionaires that they're gonna just be able to just buy themselves out of it because they got a massive budget. But a lot of these blue cities, Memphis, Denver, all of them places, just let them motherfuckers go to hell, bro. Real talk.
But it's kind of like that when we be deployed. When you like in Iraq and stuff, you can't touch the women. Like you got to have a female that's attached to your unit to be able to even speak with the women. You can't interact with them at all.
Get them out of the goddamn unit then, bro. Nobody about to be sitting here playing no games with these hoes.
With the locals. Like if we
that's because of the religions and the Sharia laws and all.
Yeah, if we got to raid the house, the woman that's attached to the unit can only deal with the females. The males can't.
But y'all raiding the house. That y'all going in on some aggressive type shit. Y'all kicking indoors, right?
Even if we do not, they want women to deal with they women. They don't want men to deal with they men.
But if you raid, I didn't know that you really get a choice. Listen, if they kick in my door, they don't be like, "Hey, who would you like to?" So they get more respect over in their country than we get over in our own country.
But listen, you want to be respecting them because like if you get to touching they women, bro, they finna blow that shit up.
No. I'm just listen. I can't speak on matters of war because you wasn't listed. I wasn't. All right. So I have to defer to you, and that's why I'm asking you the question. So are you telling me that they get more respect in their country from our military than we get from our own police officers.
Yeah, and
That's fucking crazy.
They do.
Slimmy, what you think about?
That's crazy to me.
What you think about the fire chief?
Get them hoes up out of here.
Who you talking about?
We don't want no butch bitches saving us.
Now, when you
can't save us anyway, they clearly can't lift up the bodies. According to her, she don't want to lift no bodies. She don't want to do no real work. Get them bitches up out of here. It's that simple. Get them bitches up out of here. Start with these DEI hires. I don't give a fuck.
Slimmy is misogynistic, y'all.
And that's fine. That's
not misogynistic. It's just
Slimmy comes from pimp culture.
No, hell no. Hell no.
Molly, do you think that Slimmy has respect for women? Based off, no, not based off of your real life interactions with him, based off of how he talks about him online.
I think he has respect. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm with it. Slimmy, I'm taking an opposite position as Slimmy tonight. Slimmy, you're disrespectful to women, and you're misogynistic.
That's fair.
Who hurt you?
That's fair for this conversation.
Slimmy said that's fair.
That's fair for this conversation. That's fair for this conversation because I'm not gonna change that. I don't want none of them bitches trying to save me.
Talk your talk, Slimmy.
I don't want none of them bitches trying to save me. They don't want to put in the work. They need to be off the force. That advertisement that we just saw, that's disrespectful to real firefighters. I know real firefighters. Two of my dudes,
where I got that from was it was a news segment about all of that, right? And they went and talked to the chief, and then they went down to the fire stations. They showed that. That's where I saw that. And then they asked all the new women hires. They asked them, well, what is the biggest challenge? And they said, oh, the weight, moving as fast.
I don't think that women need to be in certain men's spaces. Honest to God, I just think we just need to get them up out of there. I don't think that men need to be in certain women's spaces, and I don't think that women need to be in certain men's spaces. I don't think that women should be firefighters. I don't think that they should be on street police officers. I don't think that they should be in certain military units. I don't think that they should be none of that shit. The only way that I think that women should be able to be in those type of situations is if they can meet the same requirements as men, and we shouldn't have to lower the requirements to get them in there. Yeah, even if you got it's certain jobs. Like I remember when we was younger, and my homeboys would get a job at like UPS or something, and they would say, "Yeah, man, you got to be able to lift this much constantly," and so on and so forth. Man, they done lowered the standards for all of these chicks to be in a lot of these positions, bro. When we was in a steel mill, them hoes will always get the easiest jobs. They will be sitting up in the little booth up there looking at us suffering down there and making the same fucking money as us, in the same overtime as us. And I just think it's disrespectful, bro.
That was my last job. That's why I quit. The last job I ever had in 2017.
Was UBS?
No. It was at a factory. But they asked you on the application, can you carry 40 pounds?
Yeah.
Yes. So women working there. So I'm carrying the boxes. And so she asked, could I get her box? I told her no. She went to the manager. The manager came and said, hey, man, get that box for her, man. I said,
no, bitch.
I said she filled out the application like I did. She said she could carry 40. So the manager, he got mad at me. And so I never came back out the lunch.
You would have had a lawsuit. That's discrimination.
Come on, hey.
Nah, I ain't gonna do no lawsuit. I'm just leaving, bro.
I leave. I ain't need them.
No, they have to fire me and give me severance pay.
I'm out.
No, you ain't gonna get severance pay from no factory.
Severance pay.
They ain't giving you that.
We suing. We putting that pen to pad.
I see guys do some crazy jobs every single day, bro. Every day. Like when the power go out, I be seeing them linemen up there with them high ass electricity. I mean, one mistake, bro, you dead. You are shocked out of the fucking sky, bro. I got a cousin that do that junk. And he make a lot of money. And he was just like, bro, it's dangerous. I see a lot of them guys that be on them oil rigs and stuff like that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think that men get the same level of respect that they deserve nowadays. But you know, that's just the culture and the society that we live in. And I think that we need to let LA do what LA do, and California do what California do, and leave them to their own devices. They voted for it; they could have it. The problem with it is that they're able to move after their house burned down. They're able to go over to Houston and go over there with 2K and stuff like that.
Yeah, and raise the rent up another $1,000.
Yes, no, that's what they do because they always have that flight, that Democratic flight. They come to everybody's county and raise the taxes.
Yeah, like it's a whole campaign going on in Texas. Keep Texas, Texas.
Yeah,
because like when
y'all gonna be hit,
bro. In 2014, bro, for my 2-bedroom apartment, I was paying $1,400 a month. 2 years later, after the California, I'm paying $2,200, bro.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
22.
I think we got at some point you gotta let women suffer, bro. Honest to God, that's the only way that people learn. You can't talking to them, having conversations, going back and forth. Don't vote for Kamala Harris. That shit don't work no more, bro. You gotta let people go through it. You have to let them go through it 100% of the time, man. That's how I train my chick up in the early years. Oh yeah. All right, give me a second. I'll be back. You got to let them suffer. You got to let them go through it all the time. I remember one time when we first got married, and it's so funny. She's like, I'm leaving. I'm about to go over to my mama's house. I was like, all right, cool. She went, I ain't check on her. I ain't do none of that shit. Nothing. Not one call, not nothing. I was out here partying, having a good time. They was over there suffering over her mama house, being cramped up, bedroom ain't right, none of that shit. You gonna come back humble and then come back, you ain't gonna check on me. I don't even respond. I'm not talking. Because when you get back, you gonna get it together. And that after that, no more problems. 20 years, we good.
But why do
we good for 20 now? I got a 20-year run.
Because they don't respect it.
Humility on 10. Huh? Y'all niggas keep chasing these women. Oh, baby, I miss you. What you miss?
They don't respect your grind because they don't know what it's like to go through. So
don't they have a daddy?
No, they don't know what it's like to go through it. Like I used to, my mama, she used to always be like, and this is why I came up with the saying, if she could push a baby stroller, she could push a lawnmower. Because that minute she got to cut the grass one time, she get a new respect for the dude that's out there in 100 degrees cutting the grass.
But see, it never took me to actually do it to appreciate it. Like, I don't want to touch the trash. Like, I don't want to do it.
You're not hard-headed, but some people.
So, even though I don't want to do it, I have a respect for somebody who's taking out the trash.
Honestly, men suffer from men. Okay, we have made the world so easy for women that they think that they can do what we do.
Yeah, I just saw my trash came today, and it was a woman who jumped off the back. She had to be no more than like 5'5". And you know how the trash men throw the trash cans real quick? We have that big trash can. She was
let her do
and
it.
it's cold outside. And the guy that was driving the truck, I guess they were short because it's usually like 2 people on the back. It was just her. And he was honking the horn. He was like, come on, you moving too slow. I was like, better get it going.
Molly, you 5'5", right? Molly, you 5'5", right?
I'm 5'1".
Oh, you ain't that much taller than me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure. I would never. No, I wasn't allowed to take out trash or push a lawnmower.
I'm not doing none of that.
Imagine Molly.
No,
Molly's size.
You got to do that independent.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'll bring you some lemonade.
No, you gotta let them do it. I'll
bring you some lemonade and a sandwich.
Nope, I'm gonna be looking at her trying to get that trash can up. I'm gonna be saying, "Won't he do it?"
Not me.
No, he won't do it. You got to do it today.
You know what the worst part about it is? After you get my trash can, I'm gonna look down the street and it's gonna be 100 more trash cans down there. Like, damn, you gotta Got a hell of a job ahead of you.
He was in the nice little warm part, just driving down the street. I said, Lord,
I always think about people in the lamest terms of people. I wonder, did cave women ever get beside themselves and say, and the dude was like, "Nah, where you go hunt that?
Never.
Two tables today."
Never.
No,
Never.
she be
They
dead.
can't talk.
She be dead.
That's what I'm
Never.
saying. So like,
She got clubbed out.
And they used to hit their women, so I know now she they're open up their mouth. Yeah.
Never. They never.
No, because it doesn't make any sense. And then when you get if you just take something like the police jobs, the women asked to go on the street because they used to just be, pushing the paper. They asked to go on the street. Once they got to go on the street, they fight to get back in the building. None of them want to be out in the street. Makes no sense. That's why you have that lady in New York.
But see,
doing a job.
the thing about it wasn't even just about whether they got out of line. They didn't respect women the same way that we respect women today. It's almost like the more respect that you've given them and this isn't an individual thing, this is just culturally, it's like the more respect we've given them, the worse they treat you. They didn't respect women and hunter-gatherer and civil rights and all of that other type of stuff. They didn't respect y'all like that. They looked at y'all as objects. Women were literally property. Property. Even if you look at the biblical days and the laws and all of that stuff, the reason that they said covet another man's wife wasn't necessarily because you liked her or nothing like that. It's because that was she was somebody else's property. Like we keep talking about, the funniest part about it is that we be talking about choice and stuff like she could choose for herself and all of that shit. That shit didn't exist 70 years ago, 80 years ago.
Nope.
Like if you discipline a chick, it was like disciplining your child. Like it wasn't the same. You ain't had no voting rights. You ain't have nothing. And so all of you monkey head hoes that's inside of the chat that think that y'all can sit here and talk back and forth to us, bitch, you a half a century away from being born in the wrong era and getting your head knocked in.
So you say half a century. They are flying.
No, bro. Listen, bro. You one generation away from being disciplined for talking too much.
18 hours.
You talking to, and that's why I be looking at some of y'all like, honest to God, I swear to God, sometimes I'll be thinking that I was born in the wrong era because I see a lot of feminine men that keep on simping for these women and a lot of these women that feel like they could talk to you any old type of way. And I don't even be looking at y'all the same way because I don't even think that you're capable of doing nothing. I look at these hoes that be getting out of line and talking out of pocket, and I be looking at the nigga that's standing next to you, and I be like, nigga, you so weak. You look at your hoe. Like, I don't even respect your man for the way that you talking. Honest to God, and I and everybody that know me, they know I talk the same way in person as I do. I'm way 10 times more this in person as I am online. Let me help you to understand something, bro. Like the way that y'all chicks just be out of line and out of pocket and just be moving their lips and letting some of the shit that come out and they be saying who hurt you and all of this wild shit. You one generation away from boy. Let me be quiet. Let me
let me ask Anton a question real quick.
When I told you I have hit women before.
Nah, I ain't gonna about to do all that. You on your own on that
one, how can you establish that type of respect? And you ain't gonna get it from leaving because she just gonna take that attitude to a nigga who
gotta be here now. It's gotta be here.
But Anton, that's where it's always been though. Like I've never in my life seen my grandmother or my mother get out of pocket. It's no need.
The problem is that they not letting women suffer for their decisions. You don't have to put your hands on her, but you have to help her to understand that there's consequences that come along.
But what's wrong with her mind that you have to do that?
What do you mean? Because in every situation, there's always a Willie D, a Cam Newton, or somebody else that's gonna say, "I'll save you." Listen, at the end of the day, women desire masculine men. They want a guy that's gonna stand 10 toes down, and gonna give them some level of direction while at the same time giving them the covering and the resources that allow for them to thrive. That is the ideal circumstance for a woman, right? But at the end of the day, Mika, Molly, both of y'all is on both sides of me. No matter what, we have thousands of people that's watching this show right now. There's a group of guys that's watching this right now. They may not even be typed in the chat. They will drink your bath water and let you walk on the top of their heads because they are simps. And simps they're an epidemic to itself. They are the scourge of the earth. They are the ones that then empower women to be able to do some of the stuff that they're doing because y'all know y'all can get away with it. And no matter what, you're going to have a soft landing because it's going to be some sucker that says, oh, Molly, you so cute though. And Mika, oh my God, but I need me a Mika in my life.
Well, I told you, Anton.
And so the culture is always going to be fucked up because you got these suckers in here that make, you know what I'm saying? And y'all don't even respect them.
They don't. And that's why
y'all don't even respect them. But for some reason, they think that some way, somehow, you gonna send them a copy of your bathwater in little vials or something.
And tell y'all say what y'all want to say. I am not a handyman, but I can fix a woman with a small mouth. I'm telling you, sometimes you gotta put that. You gotta lay.
What kind of women are y'all dealing with? Like at the end of the day, you don't have to do any of this. Okay. Why would a woman why would it have to go that far? Like you already know what he's capable of doing. Like my grandfather, I've never heard that man raise his voice.
Mika, if I told you
didn't have to.
Mika, if I told you to shut up, would you consider it wise to keep talking?
If you told me to shut up.
Yes, would you consider it wise to keep talking?
No, because you're a man and plus you might be crazy.
Okay. So
I'm gonna assess the situation and I'm gonna back up. I may not like it, but I'm gonna back up and be like, exit.
Mika, this message ain't for you. You get it, okay? This message is for the rebellious who didn't. Y'all say it all the time. They look for they daddies from us, and they daddy. I need to tap them on their ass a couple times. Now I'm not for none of that. That's gruesome. But sometimes that take a look, and we get shit established that way. Because if the best thing you can do is leave the woman alone,
listen, y'all cannot listen to 2K, man.
Listen to
2K. This dude just got punched on camera by his wife.
No, that was
he is not putting his hands on Sarah, bro. He's not.
You need to call Sarah Hill.
Huh?
I'm gonna show you why I don't have to turn Sarah no more. It don't take a lot.
Slimmy said 2K gonna have y'all crashing out and he gonna be sitting in his.
You do this every time, man. These niggas in the chat, they be like, "Shit, I'm gonna listen to 2K."
I'm not saying go punch your girl. Get your girl a frog in the arm. Okay, a frog.
Oh, but keep punching that same
spot. A frog. Punch in the leg, stabilize. Trust me, she gonna get the lessons very quick. I'm
2K about to have y'all in jail, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey, cause y'all hoes are runaways. I'm not going back to the plantation.
2K about to have y'all in jail.
Okay, you don't have to hit. It's just if you withhold some things, that's a better strategy.
Hard way. Everything else is the hard way.
She has to go without. That might be a better strategy than popping her.
Women have that emotional attachment to something. So a lot of them, I'm not condoning stuff, but a lot of them will stay with a guy that would even hit them.
I'm straight.
Some women feel like you don't love them if you won't hit them.
They got a lot of problems with no
I
resources.
know. Listen, yes. I know my chick is never going nowhere. I don't want to hit you. I'm not interested.
I don't want to hit you neither.
No, dog. Listen, I don't want to beat you into submission. Like,
Me neither.
I'm not interested in that. I don't.
You ain't got a paddle.
I'm good. But listen, if I gotta do all of that, and I'm too grown for this shit, bro.
Me too.
I'm too grown for this. I don't have time to be sitting here. Did you do something? I ain't doing that shit. Man, what the fuck am I? Man, hell no. I'm out. So wait a minute. You can't. So wait a minute. You can't control yourself. You can't get yourself together. You know what? You got it. If I say you got it, I'm done.
I don't like people that just like, this is entertainment. This is, cool. But on a regular basis or being in I'm not sitting there going back and forth.
Thank you. And we appreciate that. But when you do, there will be corrective punishment. Okay. Like if I got to make you do push-ups, then that's a form of corrective punishment.
Okay, is a wild boy, bro.
But there will be some disciplinary action that you will have to receive that I feel like is applicable to the situation that you caused.
No, I don't even look at it like that. Like, I'm not the I'm gonna punish you type of person. I'm the person that, you know what, I'm gonna remove myself from the situation and I'm gonna let you deal with it. And then we gonna come and revisit it. I'm gonna just make some adjustments. That's it. I'm making some adjustments. I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna make some adjustments. Because if you can't get yourself together, and then that alone automatically just snaps them back into, getting themselves together. But I'm not about to be sitting here threatening and going back and forth. What we talking about?
Anton, like you said, you got it type of nigga. I'm you for the get it type of nigga.
Nah, I'm good.
Both of us are needed in this earth. Okay, because